Welcome to Performance Trust Field. I am here with Derek Schlembecker for the home opener and the season opener for Wheaton Academy Warriors against Marian Central Catholic. Derek, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good, Jacob. I'm glad to be here for another football game.
It's going to be a great season. We have a blue sky, great evening for weather, and it is going to be a great matchup and a great start to the season, and we cannot wait for this game. All right, let's hop in to the keys of the game. We have some inside info, and it's gonna be interesting. We can't wait. So,
yes.
Earlier today, I had the chance to talk with the assistant coach of the football team, Justin Swider. I asked him what the game plan was for tonight, and he told me that for early on in football seasons, it's really easy to make mistakes and to work out all the kinks. And so he said that to win this game against Marian Central Catholic, considering they're a big, strong, physical team, they need to capitalize on the other team's mistakes early on and minimize their own, and they're going to come out with the W in this ballgame.
That's definitely a game changer here. The next thing that Coach Swider was talking about is the beast, number 88 on the other team, tight end wide receiver, Christian Bentoncourt. He is up on screen right now. He is 6'5", 240 pounds, 4-star recruit. So definitely going to be a challenge to hold him down. But if we definitely want to keep him from scoring and kind of, you can touch on this more, let other guys beat us if that's what happens.
Exactly. That's exactly what Coach Swider was saying, is that he wants to defend him and do whatever he can to take him out of the play. Bentoncourt is a great D1 recruit.
Yes.
He has offers from many schools. And Swider was just saying that we're going to D him up, do whatever they can to stop him, and if their quarterback beats him or if their running back beats him, so be it, but we're gonna do whatever we can to D him up. And why don't you hop into the last one?
Yes, so he has some offers, but we also have a guy right there, Belai Brummel, our quarterback, who's piqued some Division I schools' interest this offseason. He's had visits to South Dakota, Illinois, a couple Ivy Leagues out at Dartmouth. He had a big year last year, just under 1,000 yards passing, over 1,000 total yards, and we're looking for him to do some big things for us. The offensive line is also going to be important to us scoring early, which is the key that Coach Swider talked about, is getting on the board early, especially in a game early in the year where, like you said, mistakes can happen and do happen. If we can get a couple points on the board to start, then it gives us a nice cushion to maybe, if we do have a fumble, then we can get back to it.
Exactly, and that's another thing that Coach Swider was saying, is that we're going to play a physical, strong, quick game, and we're going to do whatever we can to beat Marian Central Catholic tonight, and it'll be a great way to start off the season. Good luck to both teams, and we will see you guys when the action starts.
Let's get it.
Academics at Wheaton Academy is student-centered. Our faculty and staff look to get your students hands-on, engaging with problems and ideas as they take ownership for their learning.
The Wheaton Academy classroom is defined by leadership from the living curriculum teacher. Our students are under the guidance of teachers who care deeply about their discipline, who care deeply about students, and most importantly, love Jesus Christ.
I've loved all my classes. I've loved how the teachers are so into teaching and just excited to teach me.
You know, I've stayed at Wheaton Academy because I feel a sense of calling to be here. I feel a sense of ministry.
I want to make sure that they know who they are in Christ and the gifts that God has given them.
Before Wheaton Academy, I had gone to public school my entire life, and I had transferred to Wheaton Academy junior year. And so far, it's been a lot different. I feel like it's impacted me a lot. I'm a lot more motivated here because it seems like the teachers and the people, they're way more excited to help you. And it seems like everybody actually cares about you here.
From the classroom to the stage to the playing field, we want a student's spiritual experience to be one that nurtures them towards spiritual maturity, that centers their lives around the gospel of Jesus Christ and moves them into a deeper relationship with Him.
Students have the opportunity both in the classroom and outside of it to learn the techniques needed to explore their passions.
The primary purpose of our coaches at Wheaton Academy is to teach our student what it means to glorify God through athletics.
Definitely as a person and an athlete, I've grown like exponentially. Like I used to be like really shy, not outgoing, but like the school has really like brought out that like, you know, wanting to be with people and like wanting to grow in my faith, especially here because I get to share that with other people.
I was kind of scared coming here first because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know the sports coaches. I didn't know any of the teachers, but within the first 2 days of school, I had a bunch of friends. I knew people in every class I went to. The teachers knew my names. People I didn't know would come up to me in the hallway and say hi to me. It'll just feel like home.
One of the terms you'll hear a lot at Wheaton Academy is the term kingdom community. And it is the concept of really pressing into what Jesus meant when he said, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. We want the truth of heaven to be true of us here in the way we treat one another, in the way that we talk to one another, when we see each other with dignity as everyone being created in the image of God.
One of the first things I noticed was the community here, and that really stunned me. The teachers and the students, everyone was so welcoming and inviting, and that was really different from what I was used to.
My first impression of Wheaton Academy was just how God-focused it was. I just felt so ready to learn more about God and grow in my faith.
All our activities here are designed to let our students know who they are in Christ. And I'm so excited to be a part of this mission.
Through classes, relationships with teachers, and an opportunity to perform and use their gifts, we hope that students will be able to become more of who they are, that they'll be able to discover exactly who God has made them to be, and to be able to go on from Wheaton Academy and change the world by using their gifts.
We are so thankful that you have decided to explore Wheaton Academy, and we look forward to a partnership with you for your son or daughter's education in the year ahead.
Alrighty, welcome back. We are back here as game time is about to get underway. How are we feeling, Derek?
Good. We had the chance to go down the field, talk to the manager, Charlie Dorn, and we got some good info on what this team is looking to do today.
Yep, it was a great experience down there. We got to see Belai Rummel lock it in. He was throwing some dots, and you'd love to see that. I also had a chance to talk to Hudson Williams before the game, and I asked him one word to describe this club in this season, and he said united. The team is super excited, and also they are going to play this game and this season with love and respect out of each other and play for the person standing next to them, which I think is an admirable thing from any sports team.
It's a brotherhood, and yeah, talking to Hudson too at lunch today, it really is that brotherly love that they have with each other, the trust, and that makes for good football. So hopefully we'll see some of that tonight.
Hopefully. All right, Marian Central Catholic will start it off with the kick.
Number 2, Brandon Keyless. Number 3, Stephen Fellows. Number 6, Donovan Peters. Number 7, Brett Peacock. Number 10, Brett Dieter. Number 13, Gavin Padone. Number 23, Giovanni Spinelli.
As it is starting, the sun is starting to go down, the lights are on. The student section is electric. We were down there. I think I'll speak personally, for all the games I've been to, this is the most students I've ever seen at a game.
It's definitely a big game. We got the glow dance coming afterwards, which is a huge event, and kickoff is about to happen, so let's get ready.
You guys probably hear it's really loud, and welcome to the 2022 season. They will play it off the bounce and run it up the field. Marian Central Catholic looks to defend, and he will be taken down right about the 25-yard line.
Giovanni Spinelli with a nice carry there. He's taking us out to the 25, and now it's offense's turn. Let's see what Belai can do here. Hopefully the O-line can protect him so he has time to get a pass off.
Gino Spinelli is what we refer to him if you guys get confused. Gino is also a sophomore, and a rather small sophomore at that, and he just is very strong and very fast, and you'll love to see him out there to start.
Yeah, definitely an undersized team compared to Marian Central, but we've got heart and we've got a real good quarterback.
And here we go, the first offensive play of the year. They snap the ball back, and they're going to run the ball up the right side, and he bulldozes right through a player and gains around 10 yards.
Gavin Padone there, his first carry of his football career here at Wheaton Academy, and he was just off to the races. Awesome lacrosse, Division I lacrosse player. He's committed to Robert Morris University. And we are lucky to have him on the team this year. And he is right back in the backfield with Belai. We've got some receivers out wide. Jalen Whitaker one-on-one on the side here. We'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Gavin Padone is such an athlete. They are going to run the ball again right up the middle, and about a 4-yard gain right there.
Padone with another carry. Yeah, he gets about 4 yards after a first down. And now off to you, Jacob, with our starting lineup.
Our starting lineup, we have Ethan Brunner, Jeremy Johannick, Mitch Carrick, Jarrett Jawar, and Jonathan And then the offense, we have Belai Brummel, James Fellows, Brett Peacock, Zach Morafek, Jalen Whitaker, and Gavin Pedone, as we had said before. Gavin's going to make an impact early on is what the inside info we were getting down there on the sidelines.
For sure. This receiver core is strong. We've got Breck returning. He was our 3rd leading receiver last year. And with our first 2 leading receivers gone, it's his time to step up, his time to shine.
Yeah.
Jalen Whitaker one-on-one again on the outside.
Belai spins out wide the throw, and right to Breck Peacock.
Breck keeps his feet in bounds. Great catch. First throw of the year for Belai is a completion, and we're moving the sticks forward.
They're keeping the ball down the field, just like Coach Swider said. They're going to play a fast and physical game, which is a test to be true so far. And they're, once again, capitalizing on Marian Central Catholic's defensive mistakes.
Great job of Belai getting out into the pocket and then rolling out. He does a great job of that. Did an awesome job with it last year. Excited to see. Let's see if he can stay 100% on the completions this game.
Hopefully. One thing that set Belai apart last year was the throws on the run, and
yes.
I think he's going to do that again a lot here tonight.
We've got Jalen one-on-one again.
And they're going to run the ball up the left side. And he's going to stay in.
Stephen Fellows gets a nice gain there. It was about 7 yards, 7-yard run for Stephen. Another sophomore, another big, strong sophomore that we have on this team who's going to make a huge impact. And his older brother, James Fellows, is a senior captain for us. He is number 4. You will see him out wide or in the slot as he is a receiver.
Absolutely. It's quite interesting to see. From last year, we had so many seniors graduating, so many impact players, but so many young guys have stepped up, sophomores, juniors, even a few freshmen from what I've seen. So
one of those guys being number 8, Brett Casper out here, whose older brother Eddie was actually our leading receiver last year with a little over 700 yards. He's playing at Illinois State this year.
And they run the ball right up the middle.
And Stephen Fellows takes it.
About a 20-yard gain right there. And the Warriors continue to move the ball up the field. Marian Central Catholic is looking just a little bit baffled off the beginning.
For as big as their defensive line looks, our offensive line is holding up, giving Belai a chance to make a decision. Ethan Brunner doing a great job early, one of the junior captains for this squad. And Jarrett, big Jarrett in the middle, our lacrosse goalie, he's killing it right now.
He is killing it. Another thing about Ethan Brunner that is quite astonishing is he's playing through an injury right now. He tore his labrum, and he is like patched it up. He's been at PT quite a bit, and he is doing his job, and it doesn't seem to hinder him too much so far. And they are going to run the ball again.
That one gets clogged up.
About
no worries at all.
gain.
Move it forward a little bit. See Belai coming to the sideline. Getting a play call here. James Fellows comes out. Maybe we're looking to get some action with him.
It looks like they are planning to stop Belai's throwing early on, and that's why the running plays have paid off so far for the Warriors. And we have 2nd and 9 coming up here.
Always looking to pound it in the ground a little bit early, see if you can work with the run game, and then you'll adjust from there. So
exactly. Belai rolling out to the right. He throws downfield, and it is blocked by Marian Central Catholic, and they are going to have a 3rd and 10 situation here.
Not an awful pass there by Belai. He had a target. Breck just couldn't hang on to it there. The defender actually was guarded him pretty well.
I think they were expecting that one. You could see all the defense was kind of clogging the right side, and Belai didn't really have much to do there.
Belai back in the huddle. Came from the sideline, got another play call. We've got 2 receivers out on each side.
Jalen Whitaker on the far left side now.
Brett Casper one-on-one closest to us.
Belai looking to throw again. He throws it downfield right to Breck. And
Breck
they will get a 1st and 10.
Breck secures it right up the middle.
Belai Brummel doing what he does best.
Belai hit him in a perfect spot. Tough catch for Breck coming across. Saw the linebacker coming and he just got down. But he secured a big catch from Breck, someone who had almost 200 yards receiving last year, and he is definitely going to have way more than that this season.
That's another thing that sets Belai Brummel apart that we didn't talk about is right when the defense kind of starts to figure him out, he'll pull something else out of his pocket like he did right there. Just an absolute perfect pass. And a false start, it looks.
Flag on the field.
Prior to the snap, there was a penalty flag on the field.
We'll see what the call is, but yeah, it looked like it was a false start.
The penalty is offsides against
Offsides on Marian Central. Jarrett is excited for that one. So we are moving forward, moving up 5 yards, and
1st and 5 situation here.
This sets us up pretty good. We are in the red zone, and let's see if Belay can make some magic happen here.
Capitalize for the first touchdown of the 2022 season.
Like we said in our game changers, score early.
Score early and capitalize on those mistakes, and this is one of those mistakes that they got to capitalize on. As Gavin Padone will run it up the middle, and he's just short of the goal line.
Takes it to about the 2, sets us up for a 1st and goal situation. And this is where we go. We're going to hand it off, and we're going to get in the end zone and get some points on the board.
Gavin Padone been a key factor early on there, moving the ball to him a lot, it seems. And we will see if Wheaton Academy can capitalize on their first offensive chance of the year.
We've got Stephen Fellows and Gavin Padone both in the backfield. It will be going to one of them. Breck Peacock on the outside could be running a fade. Just in case it gets clogged up, it's going to be a decision on Belay's part.
They run it right down the middle, and they are in. Gavin Padone will score the first touchdown of 2022.
Stephen Fellows. Stephen Fellows with the first touchdown of the year. Sophomore runs it in. And here we go.
That's how you start the 2022 season. Just like we said on the game breakdown, needed to score early and often and take care of those chances that the other team is going to cough up, and that's exactly what they did there.
Declan Finnegan will be out there now, who is also our starting goalie and has been for 3 years. He's got a boot, and let's see if he can finish off this extra point.
Phenomenal soccer player as he will kick it, and it is good.
Straight through the uprights, and just like that, the Warriors are up 7-0 with 6 minutes left here in the first quarter.
Wheaton Academy Warriors are hyped, all the players jumping up and down. All right, and now we will head down to our sideline reporter. Anna is going to get us some info down there. Why don't you take it away?
Hello, Wheaton Academy football fans. I'm Anna Thompson. I'll be your sideline reporter for tonight. Now, I just wanted to say that I chatted with the manager and a couple injured players before the game, and I asked them, what do they think the outcome of this game will be? And they all said, without a doubt, that they're going to win, but it's going to be a close game. So, I mean, they just scored, so we'll see after this next couple plays what Marian can do. But that's all we have for now. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Anna. That was awesome. Good info.
Spectacular. Early on, once again, like we said, Wheaton Academy Warriors needed to capitalize on those early mistakes, and they did right off the bat. One of Swider's key to the game, and right so far, he's been correct.
He's been correct. They capitalized on the mistake. Belay did a great job. Now let's see when Marian Central gets the ball if we can stop number 88, Christian Bentonkirk. That's going to be the deciding factor in this game.
It definitely will be interesting. We've heard a lot about him. All the players were kind of eyeing him. And when me and Derek got down to the field right before this started, he's a big guy.
He is big.
He is an absolute stud out there, and he was moving the ball well, and he's hyped up. So we will see how Wheaton Academy defense can hold up against him. Declan Finnegan will kick the ball off. First kickoff of the year for the Wheaton Academy Warriors.
Great special teams unit for us. Got Junior Wyatt Vanderveld out there. I see him. I was talking to some of the guys, and he is an absolute workhorse in practice.
Also senior Hudson Williams out there on the special teams. The kick is good, and they are going to let it go all the way into the end zone. Good kick there for Declan Finnegan as the Wheaton Academy players run down the field, throwing their arms up in the air in excitement. It is going to be a fun season.
And now we see what we're made of on defense.
Marian Central will take over first down.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/WheatonAcademy.org.
Don't miss any of the upcoming events, games. We also do our chapel live streams on a lot of these. And
chapels, fine arts events. We're lucky to have a great broadcasting team here, so go check us out.
as right off the bat, Marian Central Catholic looks to run the ball, and Wheaton Academy stuffs them right at the 1-yard line.
Gavin Padone assisted by Ethan Brunner on that tackle, and that was a big hit.
Big hit right off the bat. Wheaton Academy looks to stop the running game. Also, Breck Peacock playing on both sides of the field tonight looks to be a key factor in tonight's game.
Breck Peacock, definitely one of the leaders on this team, has some of the most experience.
As they play the ball down the right side, and they will push him out of bounds. Maybe a 1-yard gain, but definitely not much.
Gino Spinelli able to get him out of bounds there. Let's talk about the linebackers. So we got Brett Dieter, a junior, who's had a huge impact on the team last year as a sophomore, and he's actually moved into a captain position. So keep a lookout for him, as well as Brandon Keebles, another key factor on this team.
As quarterback runs the ball up the right side, he will roll out and throw, and it is stopped. Incomplete pass.
There's Stephen Fellows clogged that one up. He stayed right with the receiver, read the eyes of the quarterback, and a great play there. Jacob, over to you with the starting lineup for our Wheaton Academy Warriors defense.
Brought to you by your Kingsland Group. Looking to sell or buy a home, contact Melanie Young at 630-665-1200. We have Brett Dieter, Gavin Padone, Brandon Keebles, along with Ethan Brunner and Stephen Fellows. Breck Peacock, like we said. Some difference makers, Jarrett Jawar and Brandon Hoekstra. Solid line out there.
It is for sure. Defensive line is great. We got some guys playing both sides. We got Ethan Brunner and Jarrett playing both sides.
They snap the ball, and they will kick it downfield. Breck Peacock plays it off the bounce, will take the ball, breaks his ankles one way, and will get brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Not totally able to get out wide, but did get past him, got a couple extra yards, and we are right behind the 50-yard line.
One thing I noticed as the Warriors were on defense, Bly Brunel walked down the field a little bit to be on his own. I'm sure he's quite locked in for his performance. Everyone has been talking to Bly and about Bly about this home opener, and it's quite an interesting game for him.
It is his show for sure. I know the coaches have a lot of trust in him to make decisions. You have to in your QB, or else the whole team falls apart. So we are definitely lucky to have a QB like Bly.
It's quite interesting when you talk about faces of the game and faces of like a team. Bly's also like a face of the school and kind of leads the athletics there. And Bly takes the ball, and they'll run it up the middle. Once again, Gavin Padone gaining quite a bit of ground.
Right through the line there. Another 4-yard gain for Gavin. Gavin's going to have a big game rushing today. It seems like they're going to go to him a lot. He's strong. He can get through those gaps pretty easy in the line, and honestly, the offensive line is opening up those gaps so he can get through them.
Absolutely, and I think Marian Central Catholic is a little bit baffled once again. It doesn't seem like they're finding ways to get Gavin Padone at the line of scrimmage. It seems that he's getting a couple yards every single time they're running the ball. We'll see what happens here. We'll see if they'll go back to the running game or they will choose to use Bely's great arm, as they will. Bely's going to run the ball down the left side. He's got nothing left. They throw it, and it's a great catch. And he's still up, and it is about a 30-yard gain, 20-yard gain there.
James Fellows with the catch on that. And that was a great pass by Bly. His patience in the pocket was amazing there. He rolled out. He saw people coming. He didn't freak out. He held his composure. And a great job by James finding an opening.
Absolutely. James kept his feet moving, and once the wide receiver kind of bit towards the line of scrimmage, he opened up, and Bly, with unbelievable patience on that play, looked so calm and collected out there, which might be a testament to him preparing really well for this game.
We got some receivers wide. We have Breck Peacock here in the slot.
And they will run the ball. Gavin Padone with a stiff arm. And he's going to keep running all the way to the 12-yard line.
Padone with a massive gain there. And he looked like Derrick Henry. There were some flashes of Derrick Henry right there with the stiff arm.
Unbelievable. What a start here for Gavin Padone.
Once he started going, his turnover on his legs was quick, and you were not stopping him.
Snapped a couple ankles along the way, and the offense did a great job of opening up a path for him to run in. Great eyesight there by Gavin Padone as he ran up the field.
Run game is looking strong so far for the Warriors, and if Marian Central is not able to stop it, then we're just going to keep going back to it.
Absolutely. Marian Central once again having a tough time defending the Wheaton Academy Warriors offense, which is a mistake early on that the Warriors need to capitalize on if they're going to win this ball game.
Jalen Whitaker out wide. I'm going to keep an eye on him here. He's in a one-on-one situation.
They're going to hand the ball off. No, Belai will run it right up the middle into the end zone.
And that is a rushing touchdown for Belai Brummel. His first touchdown of the season. Fake the handoff. They bit. He ran right up the seam. And that's another 6 points for the Wheaton Academy Warriors.
Belai Brummel is hyped up as he runs back to the bench. Wheaton Academy Warriors taking a commanding lead right off the bat.
And that right there is another reason that so many colleges are interested in Belai, is his ability to run the ball. Great athlete, and definitely fits that modern quarterback build, where you can really move the ball like a Lamar Jackson type, but also have an arm, which
Absolutely.
Lamar Jackson maybe doesn't have the greatest time.
As
but
they will
definitely
go back
a
to the
modern
kicking
quarterback.
game with Declan Finnegan. And Declan Finnegan is 2 for 2.
2 for 2 on the night. Perfect so far. Another great drive from the Warriors with some big plays from Belai, and a huge run there by Padone to get us in the red zone.
Absolutely. Belai and Padone seem to be the two key factors so far. With just 3:38 left in the first quarter. As you can see, Wheaton Academy Warriors game planning the entire thing. I think they're going to piece this game together like a puzzle and kind of play to see what Marian Central Catholic will do and how they will react to the running game. As you can see, they're not reacting well, so Wheaton Academy is just going to keep doing it until they find an answer. But we'll see if Wheaton Academy can stop Marian Central Catholic's offense once again.
Marian Catholic definitely looking for an answer here. I have to imagine the coaches are pretty adamant about that right now, that they need to just get down the field, at least give themselves an opportunity to put some points on the board, whether that's a field goal or it's a touchdown.
Absolutely, and I think another big part of Wheaton Academy's defense, which I don't think we've given a lot of testament to, is the kicking to start the play by Declan Finnegan. If you can get it down the field, it's going to be difficult for Marian Central Catholic to play it all the way up with all these athletes we have. I think another big one is Brett Peacock. I think he does a great job on the defensive side of the ball, and I don't want that to go unnoticed.
We've had some great special teams players here in the past, and it looks like we are keeping that tradition going, and the kick is off.
Declan Finnegan with a low punt, and Marian Central Catholic catches about the 10-yard line as they will run it up. And they take him down.
Big hit there by Mitchell Carrick, and he is hyped up right there. That'll get you going. Sometimes even more than a touchdown or something like that is a big hit, especially for the players, and he just runs him down right there, and he had no chance. He wasn't getting by him.
He had no chance. Mr. Carrick kind of read him like a book right there. Looked like he knew exactly what was coming, and he just chased him down.
Mitchell Carrick is playing on the O-line for us, a bit of a smaller guy, but he has some power.
Absolutely. Marian Central Catholic looks to do some damage here. They will run the ball, and they are stopped. There's a fumble on the field.
And it is Wheaton Academy football.
Wheaton Academy's ball.
Ethan Brunner is hyped, and Jarrett comes up with the ball. And just like that, the Warriors have it back at about the 20-yard line. Man, that's impressive.
That's hype right there as the bench was screaming. As soon as the play happened, you could see Breck Peacock pointing towards the Warriors' end zone that there was a fumble.
You can see our student section there. Like we said, lots and lots of people, and it is bright.
Absolutely. They are all electric right now. Everyone's enjoying this. This is how you want to start off a season, with all the fans engaged and Wheaton Academy performing the way they want to. But they're going to have to keep it rolling as they have another chance to put some points on the board.
A 3-touchdown first quarter would be massive.
Belai Brummel back to work. Let's see if he can piece another touchdown here for the offense.
Coach Johannick calls a timeout. Let's see what they will talk about. And speaking of Eddie Casper earlier, I actually see Eddie, and he's down on the sidelines today. It looks like he's taking some pictures. Illinois State not too far away. He is he's having a good preseason over there. I've had the chance to talk with him a little bit. Our next broadcast is going to be Tuesday, September 6th at 7 p.m., and that will be a boys soccer game against Marian Academy.
Yep, boys soccer started off the season with a tie against Batavia. It was a very close game, but as I remember, the boys soccer was state champs last year, and how they started off the regular season last year was a tie.
Yep.
So that's
exactly
what you like to see. And then last game, they came back and won 2-0. Exciting game. But yeah, next live stream will be against Marian
big bounce-back win against South Elgin last night, and they are actually in a tournament out at St. Charles North that they start tomorrow.
Should be a good time. Boys soccer, once again, just like the football, even with a lot of seniors partying last year and having to have young guys step up, kind of seems like it's the story of Wheaton Academy sports so far. Belai Brummel will get back to work. Low snap to Belai. And they throw it to the end zone. Breck Peacock,
and it is complete.
Breck Peacock with a touchdown, the third touchdown for Wheaton Academy so far.
Peacock stayed with it, was a little bit behind him. Still a great throw by Belai, put it out of the defender's reach, and Breck hung on to it. That's the first touchdown of the year for Breck, and I think the third completion for him today.
Belai Brummel with an absolute dart. He had, once again, great patience as he was very contested, and if he would have waited another second, I don't know if he would have gotten the throw off.
The pressure does not seem to scare Belai, and I mean, I see him walking off the field right now, and it looks like nothing happened, and he is just content as ever.
And the kick is good.
3 for 3, and here, let's take a look at the instant replay of that touchdown that we just had.
As you can see, Belai was contested. He had about 1 second left to throw the ball and threw it right to Breck's chest. A little bit behind him, like you were saying, but I don't think he could have done anything better on that.
No, Breck was able to pivot that foot back, come and get the ball, and then he held onto it and brought it in for another touchdown, and just like that,
as you guys are just watching, Andy Roman is not playing in this game because he has a hand injury, but oh my goodness, he is hyped up and he is getting the boys going down there on the sideline.
He brings the energy. No matter the sport, Andy's always bringing the energy. A star baseball player for us here at Wheaton Academy as well.
I think that's actually a great point also to make, because even if you're not dressing, I think it is a great aspect of a player and a true teammate to hype your boys up even when you can't even play yourself.
As you can see Eddie Casper on the screen right there, enjoying some Panda Express. Could use some of that right now.
Could use some of that right now. I'm a little bit hungry. Declan Finnegan with another kick. It is a long kick.
Boots that one.
And it is in the end zone.
Marian's going to let that go. And it is time for Wheaton Academy to play some defense again. Let's see if they can get another stop, another turnover. And there was a mistake made early, a couple by Marian Central, and we were able to capitalize off of those, and that's exactly what Swider was talking about with you earlier.
Exactly what Swider's been talking about is exactly what's happened. We said we needed to stop number 88, their big gun, the big guy that they refer to, and that is just what we've done. So far on the defensive side of the ball, they haven't been able to do much with him, and then we've capitalized on their mistakes early on the offensive side. So hopefully the Warriors can keep that going.
Christian Bendenkirk without a touch so far, and that's because of the pressure of our line and linebackers.
As they run the ball again, I believe they did not get any yardage on that.
A yard, if any, but again, a great job. Jarrett splitting that gap and able to come get him. Ethan Brunner hyped up. It just seems like great camaraderie so far from the Warriors.
Absolutely. I think Hudson Bear Williams, I think he put it quite nicely and accurately so far. They throw the ball out wide, and
Christian Bendenkirk.
Breck gets stiff-armed by
That
Christian
was a big boy move. That was a big boy move. That shows you his strength, shows you why maybe he is getting recruited by some of those big schools, as we see the replay right here. Just a stiff arm to Donovan Meter's head, and the spin there. Wasn't able to gain much ground, but that just shows you the strength that a kid of that size has.
Christian Benteker, as you can see right there, there were 6 or 7 Wheaton Academy players that were needed to take that guy down. He is not small, to say the least, and that is unbelievable that he has that amount of strength and that amount of speed to run through those guys.
Only a junior, so definitely some good future with next year for Marian Central as well. Let's see if they're able to get him involved.
They're looking to throw the ball to him, and it is over his head, no good, incomplete.
Overthrown there, and no matter how good your receivers are, you have to have an O-line and a quarterback who can get him the ball.
Absolutely, it's Connor Castles. Couldn't find him there. I think Wheaton Academy could kind of tell that that ball was going to go right to him, as it kind of looked like they set up that way. I could tell from up here in the booth that the ball was going to go right to him. I think
4th and 12, looks like Marian Central is going to punt, and we have Breck Peacock back again to return the ball.
See if Brett can get some yardage on this. The punt will go right to him this time, not off a bounce. He goes down to a knee to take it, and that will be the end of this play.
Slipped up a little bit, didn't seem like he had anything, so made the smart decision. Just took a knee, and we were right at about midfield.
I've seen this from both teams so far. All players are kind of slipping a little bit. I think that's just because it is game 1 of the season, and I think the adrenaline and them trying to rush themselves is just causing them to slip up, just like Slider was saying, the early kinks, and trying to work that out so you can play smooth, clean football. And I think the Warriors have just done a better job of that overall, and kind of rebounding off those mistakes that they've made, where Marian Central Catholic just looks a little bit awestruck.
Minute 52 left here in the first. Warriors are up 21-0.
I believe the plan here is to try to get some yardage down the line before this quarter ends. As Belai looks to throw it out to the left, throws it down, and it is
there
good.
It is. Jalen Whitaker goes deep.
At the
like
20-yard line.
Jalen Whitaker going to be a key part of this offense. That is his first catch as a Wheaton Academy Warrior. His speed takes him there, ran just a straight fly route, and was able to get outside, and Belai, perfect. Right in the pocket, over the shoulder catch.
I do not have words to describe that play there by Belai. It just looked effortless, and he was right on the money there to Jalen Whitaker, who is very fast, I have noticed throughout this game. I thought he had some mediocre speed to good speed, but it looks like he's one of the fastest players out there.
He definitely is. He had a great track season last year for the Warriors, running about an 11.5 in the 100. So definitely got a chance to compete for the 100 in conference this year.
As they look to run the ball with Gavin Padone again, and they get stuffed right at the line of scrimmage.
Clogged up there, pushes us back about 3 yards, but no worries at all.
I believe Gavin Padone also slipped up once again. As you can see, the players struggling with that a little bit early on. We will see what the coaches are doing here to try to get the ball moving again towards the end zone.
Shout out to our former play-by-play, Daniel Smith. He's a teacher here and my head basketball coach, new head basketball coach here at Wheaton Academy. So shout out to him for tuning into the live stream. Hopefully we're living up to what you set for us, Coach.
Absolutely, you set the stage for us, and hopefully we are doing exactly what you started. As another timeout called here.
Minute 10 left in the first. The Warriors would obviously love to get some more points on the board, but they aren't going to force anything. And if they have to wait till the second to score again, then I'm sure they're not worried about that. Up 21 to start the game.
Absolutely. They have 2nd and 15 going forward. I'm sure the plan is to look for one of those key players again, as Gavin Padone, Belai Brummel, and Brett Casper have all been super big pieces together. And along with Breck I think has been a player that kind of flies under the radar if you're looking at the team, but I believe he's such a good athlete and just commands his position so well.
A lacrosse player for us at the school here too. We actually have a lot of lacrosse guys, some new faces that joined the team, Gavin Padone being one of them, Jarrett, Davis Schneider, who's been working on the special teams. So we definitely have had, as a small school, we get kids from other sports to join and help out when needed, and they're definitely helping.
Absolutely. I think that's a great piece about football, is that it's athlete-based, where some of the other sports you can kind of get away with it. Belai looking to get some yards, throws it down, and they get
and just like that,
down
Zach,
right at the 15-yard line.
Zach Morovic, a sophomore for us, with his first catch of the year. Belai with a great pass to the outside. Zach able to gain a couple yards after that play.
As you can see in the instant replay there, he was just waiting right there for the ball for Belai Brummel to see him downfield. And once again, I think that's another piece of Belai Brummel's game that he's just absolutely excellent as, that his eyesight and vision down the field is just spectacular.
3rd and 4, 37 seconds left here in the first. Maybe looking to go to the end zone on this one. We send Zach Morovic out wide, and we have James Fellows in the slot.
This is Belai signaling to his teammates. He throws it downfield,
deep,
and just out of reach, but it looks like there's a flag thrown.
Flag on the play. We'll see what that was. Good drop. I like it. Aggressive, sending Zach Morovic right after that catch, sending him on a fly out to the corner, and Belai actually placed that ball pretty well. We'll see what the call is.
I believe the call was holding against Marian Central Catholic. I could be wrong. We will see here in just a second.
Hurricanes definitely struggling a little bit early, and it looks like the call is coming in here in a second. pass interference on defense, so Belai probably put that right on the money. We'll look at the replay.
Yeah, right
on the
there,
outside.
as you can see.
He grabbed
him
Zach
up just a little bit.
Grabbed Zach, definitely brought him off of his line. So 1st and 10, half the distance to the goal. Let's see what we can do here.
Once again, as we were talking about before, the early mistakes that teams need to work out. Wheaton Academy is playing a pretty good game so far and pretty clean, as Marian Central Catholic is struggling quite a bit to stop Wheaton Academy's offense.
1st and goal. Let's see what we got.
They will run the ball, and he will be stopped right at the 5-yard line, it looks like.
Zach Moravik stopped a little early there, but again, using a sophomore, going to him 3 times in a row there, and he's getting yardage. We're getting yardage, we're moving it forward, and the 1st quarter is going to round out 21-0 after the 1st quarter. Great start for the Warriors. Let's see if Marian Central can pick things up in the 2nd.
Absolutely, and another thing to talk about is that this team has a ton of trust in each other, and we will see how that plays going forward.
Hello. All right, I'm here with Coach Doncel. He is the head coach for the JV boys football team. Coach Doncel, you won the game tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you think your boys did overall?
I think they did a real good job. For a lot of our guys, this was their first high school game. We have a lot of freshmen who are contributing and playing, as well as a number of returning sophomores. So it's great to get back out on the field after a long summer of camp, and a lot we can get better at, a lot we can improve upon, but it was great to come out with a victory today.
That's awesome. And what are you looking forward to the most about this season?
I think it's just a chance for these guys to come together as a team, learn how to play together, learn how to play for each other, and to represent Wheaton Academy well out on the field.
That is amazing. Well, good luck on your upcoming season, and we'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Anna. And while that interview was going on, we had Gavin Padone rush in for a touchdown. You can see the replay here, right up the middle. Line does a great job again of opening up that gap. And we talked about how the undersized line could be a problem, but early it looks like they're moving people.
Absolutely. Declan Finnegan with his 4th attempt of the night.
And he is 4 for 4, 100% so far. And the Warriors are up 28-0 with 7 seconds off the clock in the 2nd.
Absolutely. A big start to the Warriors game, as just as Coach Swider was saying. Once again, we'll go back to that play or that interview every single time that he said they needed to score early and often and capitalize on mistakes, and they've done that every single time.
They haven't made many mistakes themselves either, which has been huge. Coaches down on the sideline looking excited, and you can tell who is winning this game by looking at the energy on each sideline. The Warriors are hyped up. They are high-fiving each other, and Marian Central definitely looks a little uncomfortable over there right now.
Absolutely. You can see if you look over at their sidelines right now, they're all kind of heads down. They need to get something going if they want to get back in this game, because right now, Wheaton Academy just looks hungry and they want more.
There's definitely plenty of time for them to do something, but this is an important possession to get something going here.
Declan Finnegan will set up for the kick once again. He has been near perfection on kicks so far in the game. And here's the kick. Once again, a great kick downfield, as Marian Central Catholic will not play this one once again. Declan Finnegan kicking it to the end zone every single time so far.
That's huge. To have a kicker who can do that, it allows your special teams to not have to work as hard, and it saves some of those guys who have to go special teams, offense, and even defense. It gives them a little bit of a break, and honestly, just have some fun running down the field.
Exactly, and that's what we mentioned about Declan Finnegan. He is a soccer goalie. He's an all-conference soccer goalie at that. And we will go back and see if Marian Central Catholic can get something going on the offense. They will throw it to their main guy, and they will stop him. About a 6-yard gain there. So once again, Connor Cassels with a great toss.
And that was number 15, Rylan. Good play there. Good catch by him. And Marian looks like they have some energy now. You see one catch, and
they will try to run right up the middle, and they slip through. And it'll be a first down.
Split a seam there. Jack Schmid is a senior for the Hurricanes, and just like that, they're moving up the field.
Yeah, they are moving up the field. As you can see, as soon as Jack Schmidt hit the ground after he was tackled, he came up and had some choice words for the Wheaton Academy players.
Yes, he did.
And they will throw it out to the right, and a big tackle there.
Gino Spinelli again.
23, Gino Spinelli. Once again, another young guy for the Wheaton Academy Warriors who just steps up.
The young guys are stepping up for sure. But that's still moving forward for Marian Central Catholic. So the Warriors need to keep them from getting a first down here and keep them from moving up into scoring position.
They will throw it down again, as it'll be about 9 yards, I believe.
Gavin Padone just threw him out of bounds right before they crossed over into that first down territory.
There's 3rd and 1 coming up here. As their quarterback, Connor Cassels, sees to kind of manage the game a little bit better as this game's progressing. He's starting to throw the ball a lot better and hit his targets, as that was a first down, actually. Our mistake on that.
And Connor Cassels, a sophomore only. Sophomore quarterback, got good size. He
will throw the ball, and they might get another first down. It'll be very close. I believe it'll be like a 2nd and 8 situation coming up here. Once again, Connor Cassels managing the games and starting to turn this Marian Central Catholic Hurricanes offense around.
Jack Schmid with another catch, and we said a couple minutes ago how the energy looked different. The energy's picked up on Marian Central on the field and on the sideline. Let's see if they look to go to Christian Bendenkirk here.
As they throw it once again, and another complete pass from Connor Cassels. He is owning the Wheaton Academy defense on this rush.
Definitely doing a great job of using the pass game. The run game wasn't working early, so you have to adjust as a coach, and they've made a great adjustment here. First-year coaching staff, got to get used to the players. Players have to get used to a new system. So definitely looks like as the game has been going on, they're able to do that.
Connor Cassels looks to run the ball out to the right, as he will come just short.
And they keep moving forward. You can see him get out there, goes for the rush, and we're able to trip him up, but still gains some good yardage.
Jeremy Johannick, also a sophomore. Jeremy Johannick, also a sophomore, who is a great, who had a great older brother who graduated last year.
Did. Peter Johannick, playing at Wheaton College this year. And then their dad is Mr. Johannick, Coach Johannick, the head coach here for the Warriors.
If you have a coach on the football team, I would assume that you'd be pretty good at football in general.
Yes, definitely. Football is in their blood for sure.
4th and 2 situation right here. It'll be very interesting where Marian Central will either kick the ball or go for it.
They're going to go for it.
Like they are going for it.
They're in a situation where they have to get some points on the board.
See, Connor Cassels looks downfield, and it is good. A complete pass there to Jack Schmidt once again.
Jack Schmidt he's turning it on right now. There's a good little connection going on between Jack Schmidt and Connor Cassels. So we'll see if that continues. But Wheaton Academy's got to figure some things out here on defense.
Absolutely. I think that they are heavily protecting Christian Benteker, and because of that, they're opening up some other slots, which they need to start filling and figure out their game plan. Another low snap there.
Ethan Brunner able to get outside, and he gets him, and that's a sack.
Once again, as he comes off the field, flexing, ready to go, hyping up his team, Ethan Brunner, who
big-time play.
An injury is playing right through it, and you can't even tell he's that smooth out there.
Big-time play from a big-time player, junior captain for the Warriors. and he just takes him down. He had no chance. He tried to get away, saw him in the corner of his eyes, but Ethan Brunner was just too quick.
Raymond Hughes had no chance outrunning Ethan Brunner around, and Ethan Brunner just took him down. As they will throw it upfield, and it is no good.
Incomplete up the middle, and we're going to go to 3rd and 17. Going to be a tough conversion here for Marian Central.
They need some yardage here, which I would assume they would go back to the throwing game, where Connor Castells has been pretty solid on this possession.
Got to go with what's working, and at some point you have to go back to your big man on the outside, Christian Bentonkirk. He's a 4-star for a reason, and you got to find a way to use him.
Absolutely. He's been kind of quiet so far in the game. We will see if he turns it up as the game goes on. As here we go, they throw it down, and it is no good.
I believe they're just going to call that incomplete. Yeah, incomplete on the pass. And they're going to go to 4th and 17. We've got the refs discussing it right there.
Might have been a fumble on the play. We will see if we get an instant replay here.
Incomplete. Incomplete pass. 4th and 17. I mean, you think they might have to go for it. You don't know how the leg is on their kicker. Pretty deep for a field goal here in high school. And it looks like they're going to go for the 4th and 17.
A bold move here by Marian Central, but I think that's what this team needs if they're going to start moving this game in the right direction.
Bold move, but a necessary one.
Once again, Andy Roman on the sideline getting his team ready as they
will
kick the ball.
And they do decide to punt. It's down. Great bounce for the Warriors.
As Breck Peacock, you could kind of see, took control on that play, that veteran leadership, getting his players to let that ball go and see what happens. You see him flagging everyone else off.
Offense will be back on the field. Jalen Whitaker walking out there with a little bit of swag, got his first catch under his belt. Let's see what the Warriors can do here.
Absolutely. As you were looking at the Shack, Wheaton Academy's ice cream and
food truck.
Food truck. I mean, lots of delicious treats in there. Have you had any treats from the Shack tonight?
I have not, but I've heard they've got great mac and cheese. Cinnamon rolls are top-notch, and it's just a great opportunity for our students to learn more about business and to have a job and role.
Belai Brummel throws the ball down the field, and it is incomplete, just a little far.
Zach Morvick out wide, just a little deep. Looks like there was definitely some contact. Zach had some contact on him, but he's doing a great job. He's getting out, beat him off the line. You can see the replay here.
It looks like he tripped up just a little bit, which wouldn't let him get quite to the ball. I don't know if he would have gotten there anyways. The throw was a little long, but
it was free real estate though. After that,
yeah,
it was an open field.
If that throw would have gotten through, might have run that one all the way to the end zone.
Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 here for the Warriors.
Marian Central Catholic shifting their defense. It would seem that Breck Peacock is kind of the Marian Central Catholic main worry so far, as they throw it right up the field, right to Breck Peacock, right on cue.
You got to be tough to play in the slot like that. You're coming across the middle a lot, and you are going to get hit, but Breck shows us right there that he can take a hit.
Absolutely. Another one of these Wheaton Academy lacrosse players. Another thing about Wheaton Academy football team is we have players from every different sport. We have players like Hudson Williams who plays baseball, and we have a ton of lacrosse kids, which, as I was saying earlier, football requires athletes, and the best athletes in the school are playing it this year.
Yes, we got some basketball players as well. Jalen Whitaker, basketball and track athlete for the school as well. So it's great to see all of these sports come together under the Friday night lights.
Absolutely, and once again, they're coming out in a big way, going up 28-0, stopping Marian Central Catholic's big name offense, Christian Bentiker, and we will see if they can keep that up for the rest of the game. So Belai Brummel, as he will take the ball himself on the outside, and he runs it out of bounds in a late hit.
And that's a flag. It's going to be a late hit. Belai was out of bounds. Made the smart decision, didn't want to get hit, but Marian Central definitely some frustration, and you've got to protect the quarterback. We're going to see the replay up here in a second after we see the official call.
Belai Brummel not saying anything to the other team as soon as he came up out of that. I think part of his game plan is to not let outside factors bother him, which might be Marian Central Catholic's goal. They might try to knock him off the game.
Personal foul on Marian Central Catholic. Belai Brummel, like you said, as we look at the replay here, he gets outside, made the smart decision to get out, and yeah, just like that, he hits him late. But Belai kept his composure, didn't say any words, and we're right back out there, and we're moving down the field.
Absolutely. I think Belai Brummel is what he's going to try to do is just stay on his game and not worry about anything else. I think Marian Central Catholic is trying to knock everyone on the Wheaton Academy offense off their game and try to stop them that way, but Wheaton Academy looks composed and collective so far.
They do. They do. Great start to a season, great start to a game. 1st and 10 for the Warriors.
Belai conducting his offensive line there, and another timeout. Another thing we forgot to mention, that Wheaton Academy came off their first playoff football win last year in a very long time, if not forever.
Yeah, it had been a while. It was a big win for the Warriors. We ran into Joliet Catholic after that, an absolute powerhouse who went on to win the state championship.
As Belai rolls out once again and is contested, and he stiff arms one, throws it downfield and out of bounds. But Belai Brummel stays up once contested.
That was scary. He held on to the ball, looked like he was about to lose it there, shows his strength and his awareness to just get rid of it and get out of bounds, because that was going to be a big loss for the Warriors if he got sacked.
I think they read that play perfectly, and Belai somehow found a way to get out of that situation. I thought for sure they were going to tackle him way back there, but once again, Belai proving why he's one of the best out there.
Belai headed back to the huddle. You have to imagine that for the most part, Coach Justin Swider is happy with the offense so far.
Absolutely. I believe all of the coaches and players on the sideline are kind of just riding the wave in terms of trying to beat the team that Coach Swider was talking about. As Belai Brummel trips up there as he was looking for a throw, and once again, Wheaton Academy players having a tough time with the turf early on.
Of the Warriors. A loss of the play will bring up a 3rd down and long for Wheaton Academy.
A 3rd and 25 situation here. Belai getting ready. They need to get some yardage here. Belai looking downfield, contested once again, and they will throw it out of bounds. Marian Central Catholic looks to find their rhythm on the defense side.
They do. They move the Warriors back. Incomplete pass to Jalen Whitaker. The punt team is going to head out 4th and 25. Not much you can do, and it doesn't really make sense to do anything here except to punt. Warriors are on the field getting ready to punt.
As there seems to be, the refs are talking quite a bit here.
First punt of the day for the Warriors.
Warriors need a far punt here and make sure that Marian Central Catholic doesn't get too much on the return. There's the punt. It goes downfield.
Solid punt, good bounce, and it is out of bounds, or it stays in actually. Stays in bounds. Looks like it is about the 33-yard line.
Gino Spinelli on that play took down his man right at midfield, stood him up. Quite the play there from the youngster.
Yes, definitely. And sorry on our end, we have been saying the wrong name for the quarterback. Cale McThenia is actually the quarterback here for Marian Central, 6'3" junior. So still a junior, still time to build up that connection, and they have a young core, and they could be good here for the next couple of years.
And just like that, Kale right into the act, makes about a 5-yard pass there, gaining some ground, and it'll be a probably 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 4 situation.
Let's see if Marian Central can get some points on the board here. Would be nice to go into half with at least something to their name.
I believe that was Marian Central Catholic's goal as they stood up the Wheaton Academy offense there. I think they're trying to find their rhythm before halftime to get this game in control before the next half starts. As incomplete pass, as the big man cannot be found. Christian Bendiker contested there by 4 different Wheaton Academy defenders.
Came across the middle. Brett Dieter looked like he made the play on that. And we were, just like Swider talked about, a game changer was being able to stop him, and we've been able to stop him so far. Only 1 completion, and it was only for about a 2 or 3 yard gain.
Absolutely. Jack Schmidt has been their man on the offensive side of the ball instead of Christian Bendiker, and I believe that's because Wheaton Academy is pressuring Christian the entire game as they find him down midfield, and he is stopped.
Brett Dieter again. Brett Dieter, Donovan Meters able to clog that one up, and about a 3-4 yard gain for Christian Bendiker.
Donovan Meters doing exactly what we were talking about in the pregame. It's a tough task trying to defend that big man, but he is doing his job absolutely and takes him down right there. A great example of the athlete Donovan Meters is. And they need some yardage here as Kale rolls out, and it is a good, and it'll be a 1st and 10 situation.
Kale with a great find there. He's been doing a good job finding his receivers, and they've moved the sticks forward again.
Absolutely. I think that's another big key for the Marian Central Catholic offense and defense is just not being predictable so far. I think early on, Wheaton Academy kind of had their number as they throw it way downfield, and Breck Peacock with an interception. So he runs it out of bounds.
Just like that,
a turnover.
Just like that, a turnover. That just looked like definitely our line coming in scared Kale a little bit. Honestly, I would be scared too if I had 2 big dudes coming at me. So he freaked out, threw it up, and Breck Peacock was right in the right spot, able to get an interception there. Breck Peacock having a great day so far with a touchdown and now an interception on the defensive end.
Absolutely. Once again, Ethan Brunner, the speed and athleticism, he outruns the linemen for Marian Central Catholic and forces Kale to throw that ball, and Breck Peacock is standing right there where the ball ended up, and he just runs it out of bounds.
And the Warriors are right back on offense. The 2nd turnover for Marian Central today.
You can see on the replay right here, Breck is standing right there as the intended receiver is about 10 yards farther than the throw ended up making. As Wheaton Academy looks to add to their lead, 28-0 so far with about 3:33 left in the 2nd.
Timeout, Marian Central.
This timeout brought to you by the Kingsley Group of Keller Williams Premier Properties. Thanks to them and to our other...
Timeout Marian Central. I bet they're trying to find a way to stop this, and we'll take this time to follow us at The Real WA TV on Instagram for live updates about sports games, athletic events, and other live stream events at Wheaton Academy. You guys don't want to miss out on any of those, so make sure you go drop a follow.
Yes, we do a great job using social media to get things out, let you know when we have broadcasts for sports, for arts, for anything of that nature. So definitely go check us out again at The Real WA TV on Instagram.
Absolutely. I think that's one thing that brings this school together, as we were talking actually about before the game, is that the hype around the extra stuff at the school, whether it's sports games or media arts and the auditorium, whatever it is, the Wheaton Academy does a great job about everyone showing up for everyone else.
Sydney Ounce, our student trainer, running off the field, getting water to the players, doing a great job.
Absolutely. I actually had a chance to work with Sydney Ounce over at Olympia. She does a great job training people, whether it's athletes or people who are just struggling in general, but she does a great job. As they run it right upfield once again.
Stephen Fellows taking it up the middle there with about an 8-yard gain, and the Warriors are right back at it, right straight to the run game. It's been working all day for them, and they're not going to stop until it stops working.
Once again, haven't heard the name Stephen Fellows since around one of the first couple plays. We've been going back to Davin Padone, but Stephen gets in on the action right there, and nice little run.
A bright spot so far for the Warriors offense has been the backfield. The skill positions are looking strong.
About an 8-yard run there as we are in 2nd and 2 now. As Gavin Pedone will run it right up the middle and bulldozes through a couple players and is down right at the 40-yard line. My apologies, it was actually Stephen Fellows.
Stephen Fellows with another big carry. They went right back to him. They couldn't stop. The line opens up an awesome gap, and he's able to get some more yards after the contact. Another great run from Stephen. As we mentioned earlier, a sophomore, another young piece that's so important to this team.
Absolutely. I think that's another big thing about the younger players here for Wheaton Academy. They are super fast, and I think that's what's been a difference here. As Belai fumbles the ball but quickly recovered. Little slip up there on the transfer. I believe the ball just fell out of his hand as he went to throw, but quickly recovered. Once again, that's another aspect of Belai Brummel's game, just veteran leadership. Even when he messes up, he can figure out a way to keep the ball in our possession.
Just slipped out of his hands there, but he hopped right on the ball. Took a couple seconds to gather himself and just got right back up. And
absolutely, we will see if Wheaton Academy can score right before half starts. Would be a massive lead going into the second half if they can do so.
It would be. We've got number 10, Brett Dieter, is actually out wide playing receiver right now.
We haven't seen that all game.
We have not. First time he's been out there. Let's see if they go to him.
As Belai throws it downfield to Brett, and it is just far.
And they did. They brought Brett out there. You could see his speed.
But there is a flag on the field, apparently. I believe it is against Marian Central Catholic, but we will see.
Brett got out good there. Sophomore for the junior for the Warriors. Roughing the passer, personal foul on Marian Central Catholic. Another penalty for them, and just another opportunity for the Warriors to capitalize on a mistake.
Once again, the mistakes have just been too much for Marian Central Catholic to recover from, especially all the flags and penalties they've had. Wheaton Academy's played a pretty clean game so far.
They have. They've kept it clean. They've kept their composure, haven't gotten rattled, and that is a big part of why it's been such a successful game for them so far. Brett Dieter's going to stay out wide with another one-on-one matchup, and we have Brett Casper closest to us, so we got both Bretts out wide.
As they will throw the ball once again, Belai. He finds Stephen Fellows again as Stephen Fellows weaves his way through, and it is a Wheaton Academy touchdown.
In for a touchdown. They are celebrating out there. Looks great.
Stephen Fellows, a big part of this possession, gaining many yards, and he weaves his way right through the Marian Central Catholic defense as he is pumping his arms and throwing them up in the air right at the Maroon platoon, the Wheaton Academy fan section.
Big part of that drive, and he got rewarded for it. Belai did a great job of seeing the pressure come, found the open man, and Declan Finnegan is back out for the extra point.
And it is good once again. Declan Finnegan, 5 for 5 tonight. An absolute great performance by him.
5 for 5, shanked that one a bit. Still went through though. We can see the replay here. Belai had about 3 guys coming. Stephen did a great job of reading the defense, split that gap, and got through.
Yeah, great
screen play.
Spectacular screen by the Warriors offense.
35-0 for the Warriors as we are a minute 20 to half.
Absolutely. Once again, as you're talking about the young speed of this Wheaton Academy Warriors team, which you would think that they would need a little bit of adjusting considering a lot of these guys, this is their debut. As we were talking about our kicker, Declan Finnegan, Stephen Fellows, a lot of these guys are just getting into the rhythm of things, and they are proving why this Wheaton Academy Warriors isn't a joke.
That is for sure. Great job by the Warriors so far. We're having fun up in the booth. The crowd is feeling it. Maroon Platoon is having some fun. The fans seem to be loving it.
Absolutely. I think there's just a lot of energy at the field tonight.
Shout out Mr. Ellison, college and career counselor here at Wheaton Academy.
He's all smiles down there on the sideline. He's just a great voice to have there on the sideline as Declan Finnegan will kick off the ball once again, as Marian Central Catholic will have to play this one.
And swarmed.
And he has ran out of bounds after quite a few tackles, but there is a couple flags on the field.
Yeah, a couple flags on the field. He was able to to break a couple tackles, got some more yards than I thought he was going to. It looks like the Warriors had him swarmed. Penalty on the play. We're going to see what that is. Looks to be on.
Once again, looked like a few Wheaton Academy slipped up on that one.
Personal foul on the Warriors. We'll get the replay here for you in a second. Here it is.
Absolutely. Right after the play, I think he was out of bounds, and then the Warriors player tackled him after that. I believe that's why it was a personal foul, but now they were saying there's a holding also on the play.
And that just moves Marian Central up the field a little bit more. Maybe gives them some better position to score before their half, but only a minute 13.
You guys just saw Bly Brummel down there on the sideline talking to his wide receivers, trying to get a game plan together. And as you can see, they are hungry. They are ready to go. They are not going to stop until this game hits 0.
They are not stopping anytime soon. That is for sure.
There's about a minute 13 left here in the first quarter.
They go to their big man.
As he will run through a bunch of Wheaton Academy players. About a minute left in the first half.
Christian Bentoncourt with his first big play of the game. He's able to get it, break a defender, get back to the middle, gain a few extra yards, but still nothing crazy.
Christian Bentoncourt, nice cut back right to the middle. Left a couple Wheaton Academy defenders in the trails. But once again, Kale with a great throw from back there. And another incomplete pass right there. Gavin Padone guarding that one. Looks like he got a hand on it.
Incomplete pass. 37 seconds left here in the second quarter. Let's see if the Warriors can keep the Marian Central Catholic score at 0 as we go into the second half.
3rd and 2nd situation here. The Hurricanes need to do something if they're going to put points on the board before the half ends.
They're going to have to try and go deep here, but you also don't want to turn the ball over and give the Warriors another chance to do something.
As there's time on the play. You can see one thing that you might notice if you're watching the game closely is Wheaton Academy's communication when they are out on the field. The players know their roles, and if anyone else is slipping up, they are letting them know immediately so that Wheaton Academy doesn't get caught off guard.
Glad you brought that up, Jacob. It's been huge. We've seen Breck Peacock do a great job, like you said earlier and pointed out. Belay, our quarterback, on the sideline, communicating with his receivers. You're only going to get a connection with your receiver if you have a good connection with them off the field. That builds the chemistry that is necessary for a great team. Belay out on the sideline, again, we can see him just hyping people up, going around, making his rounds, making sure he's getting touches with everyone, and he's been a great leader so far tonight.
Absolutely. I think another big part of that is because we have a younger team that a lot of these guys just want to learn and want to be a part of a winning team, and in order to do so, they have to take some advice from some of the older guys like Belay, like Breck, guys with veteran leadership who have great years last year, and I believe that's why this team has had success early on.
Couldn't agree with you more.
As 3rd and 2 situation, we are back to it. Kale looks to try to find some yardage here as Marian Central Catholic needs an answer before halftime. You can hear some of the Wheaton Academy fans getting a little rowdy down there before halftime starts. It's a throw downfield, and it is good. I believe that will be a first down situation.
That does look like it's going to be close to a first down out there. Another great pass by Kale. Looks like it's going to be about a yard short. Tried to get out of bounds, but wasn't able to.
And Kale looks to throw downfield again as he's going to try to run. He does not have options, but he finds a man for another first down. Great patience there by Kale once again, showing why throughout the game he's gotten a little bit better every single play.
And just like that, the first half is over. Wheaton Academy Warriors are up 35-0. And some big things that we've seen so far from the Warriors is the run game. They've been using it really well. Stephen Fellows had a couple great runs. Breck Peacock doing an awesome job. And Belay Brummel, if you want to touch on that a little bit, the amazing first half that he had to start the year.
Absolutely. The word I would use is commanding. The Warriors have commanded the ball on both sides, the offensive and defensive, but I would think that the person I got to attribute the most is Belay. I think he's had a great game. He's commanded the offense well. He's used his running game quite a bit, but also had great patience on the offensive side of the ball. So we will see you guys after the break. I hope you guys grab a snack. When you guys do, make sure to thank Movable Feast, who is for bringing the scoreboard to you guys today, and we will guys see you after the halftime.
Yes, we will.
Center to the Chef stand located in the northwest corner of Performance Trust Field. Pick up a snack or something to drink tonight. In addition, restrooms are located in the field house, located on the north side of the Performance Field across the parking lot, adjacent to the Warrior Lounge. The restrooms are located in the field house on the north side of the Performance Field and the Warrior Lounge. The Warriors of Wheaton Academy again would like to send a special thanks to our sponsors for the 2022-23 season. Also welcome Woodland Windows and Doors, Service Center, and the Flip Roof Color from your property. Watching TV next live stream for also brought to you by all products. Thanks to all our sponsors during this athletic season. Also, future Warriors, once again, we invite you to see the day of Wheaton Academy Shadow Wrestling Team Squad. Sign up today through our Wheaton Academy website. Our school also invites all future Warriors to see our on Thursday, October 13th. You can also register for that online. Today, we look forward to seeing you at Wheaton Warriors.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to the broadcast. We are about to start the third quarter. Going to be a fun one. A good second half coming right up. What do you got for us going into the second half? What should we look for?
You know, for the second half, we're going to look for Marian Central Catholic will be returning right away. They're going to have to get some points on the board, their first possession. If they're not able to do that, it's going to be a rough second half for them as they're down 35 to start. And the Warriors, all they have to do is just keep it up.
Absolutely.
They keep doing what they're doing, keep running the ball, finding those gaps that they're able to get through, keep the energy up, as we can see Andy Roman just continuing to hype up that squad. Even though he's injured, the impact that all of these players have had today has been massive. From top to bottom, from playing to not playing. It seems like what Hudson said of that brotherhood and respect that they have for each other, that unity, that it really is there.
Absolutely. I think another thing that I was talking to some of the people about is that Wheaton Academy football, they just look alive. They look ready to go. It was like they were, like this moment, they were just born for this moment. That's what, I think that's how they're playing tonight. I think that everything's gone pretty smoothly, a couple slip-ups every now and again, but that you expect that on opening night for sure. I think another thing to look forward is to see if Christian Bentiker can get it going for his Marian Central Catholic Hurricanes. I think that is going to be a key difference in the second half. If the Hurricanes want to get back in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get their big men some opportunities, which they have not been able to do so far in this game.
Couple catches early. We saw flashes of why he is a Power 5 recruit, why he is that 4-star. He has strength. He has pretty good route running, but you still got to be able to find the ball and get it to him.
Absolutely.
So we'll see if Marian Central is able to do that this half, like you touched on. And for the Warriors, let's start it off strong.
Absolutely. I think another thing to keep in mind is that I think that's why Wheaton Academy has been successful. They've used all their different pieces all in one, where Belai Brummel has kind of spread out his offense, where I think Marian Central Catholic is kind of struggling to find multiple game plans. Alrighty, the kick from Declan Finnegan is another spectacular kick as they let it roll into the end zone. And with that, we will bring on our sideline reporter. Anna, she has got some more reports for us, and we'll see what she has to say.
All right, so during halftime, I got a chance to talk to some of the players and even one of the coaches, and I asked them, well, what are you going to do differently this half? And you know what they said to me? Nothing. They're not going to change anything. They think they're doing a great job, and I personally agree. They said they're just going to keep going and taking them down and hopefully score more points. That's all we have. Back to you.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you for that report, and we're back on the field.
Another spectacular interview there, and I think that's spot on, as Marian Central Catholic will run the ball right down the middle, gaining a few yards, not too many, but I think what she brings up there is a great point, that Wheaton Academy just needs to play the same game throughout. When they are calm and collected, they are not going to be beat. It's pretty clear that they have a pretty strong young team that's a lot faster than this Marian Central Catholic.
Eddie Casper on screen right there, along with Joseph Bracey and Peter Johannick. Probably the three biggest keys to our team last year, along with David Dorn. So it's great to see them back here, and it shows you that community and brotherhood that this program has.
Absolutely. Kale looks to throw it downfield as he winds up, tosses, and it is no good, almost picked off there.
Almost picked off by Gino Spinelli. Great coverage, was able to stay with him. And they have to go long. They have to look for opportunities downfield to move the sticks to get down, but they're just struggling to do that right now.
Absolutely. I think another piece of that is that Wheaton Academy's played so good up close and tight that they have to expand their horizons, throwing it downfield, and I think Kale's just having a tough time doing that so far. We'll see if he can do it here as they look to throw again, as he throws it off to the side, and it'll be a first down.
Gino Spinelli right back at it.
And there might have been a fumble on that play. It looks like he kind of slipped the ball up a little bit. I think he recovered, though.
Ball might have been poked out. We had 4 guys on him over there, as you can see the replay.
As you can see, Breck Peacock just trying to grab the ball, yanking it out of his hand. Not a bad strategy if you're trying to turn over the ball.
Tried to punch it out. Great IQ play there from Breck, but just like that, Marian Central, they've got a first down. 1st and 10 at the Warriors' 35-yard line.
As once again, Kale looks to throw it downfield, and they find another first down opportunity. Great toss there.
Awesome pass down the middle. A great route by Dalter there. And Looks like Brett Dieter is hobbling off the field a little bit. Hopefully it's just a cramp and he is able to stretch out and get back out there because he is a key piece to that defense that we have.
Absolutely, and as you can see on that instant replay, that was an absolute bullet throw, which was a low throw right to his eyeballs, and that's what you want to see out of a quarterback. As he winds up to throw again, he's contested, he rolls out to the right, and he's going to try to run this ball, and he will. He gets about a 7-yard gain. What a smart play there by Kale. Great patience.
Beats our D tackle. Jarrett is able to get by him, use his speed, and almost got by Breck Peacock there too. You can see the replay. He decided to just take it and run. Beats Jarrett there and is able to almost get past Breck Peacock. Grabbed onto his ankle there. Great play by Breck to keep them from getting the first down. 2nd and 2 here for Marian Central.
Another thing I just noticed, Bly Brummel talking to Coach Ellison there on the sideline, getting some maybe some personal motivation right there as they throw it long down the field once again, and it is no good. Kale just throws it a little bit outside his receiver.
Overthrew that one, threw it out of bounds. Like we said, they're just trying to get it downfield, and you have to take some chances. You're down by 35. It's not like anything miraculous is going to happen. You got to go play by play, but there have to be some chances that you take in there if you're looking to get back in a game, which I believe that they are.
And there's the shot of Bly Brummel, kind of on his own, not with the team right now. I bet it's because he's just trying to keep his cool and keep his mind focused on what he needs to do to command this team and bring them some more points moving forward. As they will throw it to their big guy, and it takes 3-4 Wheaton Academy Warrior players to take down Christian Bentiker. As you can see, once again, right there, the strength and physique of that man, it is very difficult once he gets the ball.
Christian Bentiker, as a junior, you just continue to see why he is a high major tight end recruit. He's got great size. He's been talking to Notre Dame recently. I know he has some offers, Ohio State, Alabama, Auburn.
As the Hurricanes run the ball and will almost get 10 yards on that one. Not quite, probably a 2nd and 8 situation. Pretty good play there as they pitch it off to the left as the man was coming across right as the ball was snapped.
2nd and 3 here for the Hurricanes. It looks like a timeout is going to be called by Coach Johannick.
I think his goal right now is just to slow his players down. I think the Hurricanes have come out fast and trying to keep some pace in their game, where right now I think that the Warriors are a little flat-footed, which you can see happens a lot in sports games with players that have a big lead or teams that have a big lead. They just come out a little flat-footed at first, but I think Coach Johannick's goal here is to just settle his team down. I think when you settle a team down is you have to remember that just to breathe, be calm. Like, you have this game under control, but you have to go out there and play it for yourselves.
You've got to look to bring some momentum. You can see our production crew there. We've got Kate on the camera and Anna, who's been our sideline reporter. We've got people working the camera up top, and Coach Swider up there, Coach Tun as well, up in the box.
I believe Coach Schreiber's up there play calling.
There's Sam. He's got the camera on us. He's excited to be out here, his first production with the team. There's Matthew up top.
Shout out to Matthew. Does a great job up there.
We are back to the action.
Here we go. Marian Central Catholic looks to keep the pace as Coach Johannick looks to slow down the game just a little bit. And they throw it off to the left. And
it looks like they are going to get another first down. And Marian Central Catholic came out of halftime with some energy. I have to imagine the speech was, we just need to get points on the board. We need to play our game, because I have to imagine that wasn't their game in the first half.
Absolutely, and I think another thing that's going to be key for the Warriors is if Bly Brummel can turn it around on the offensive side. As Kale looks downfield with a very high toss and swatted out there by, once again, Stephen Fellows, playing on both sides of the ball tonight. Key player in this game, swats it right out of Christian Bentiker, the D1 athlete's hands. What a spectacular job there.
Stephen Fellows and Donovan Meters, as you can see right there, the double coverage. And Bentiker almost brought that one in. That would have been a very impressive play. But just like that, it is 2nd and 10 for Marian Central.
I think what happened there is Bentiker was just contested. As you can see, he's kind of kind of walking a little bit slow. I think he was just a little bit nervous, but we do have a player down on the right side for the Wheaton Academy Warriors.
Player down for the Warriors. Stoppage of play gives the Warriors an opportunity to talk with their coaches, regroup, and try and prevent the Hurricanes from scoring here.
Absolutely. I think this is actually, even though you never want to see an injury, as long as he is okay, I believe it will be a good thing for Wheaton Academy to kind of slow the things down. The player that is down right now is Brett Dieter. I believe he might have rolled an ankle or something on that play. I hope it is only that, and I hope the injury is not severe in any sort of way.
Brett had come off hobbling a couple plays earlier. I think it looks like he's been cramping up. They got water out to him. So I imagine, we hope it's just cramps. Definitely sending prayers your way.
Absolutely. You never want to see players injured on the first night, but unfortunately that is something that happens a lot because their bodies are not used to it. As Kale throws it out, and it will be another first down and a long short toss there. A long run after the pitch.
Brandon Keeble's able to take him down after a big gain, and it's going to be another 1st and 10 opportunity at the Wheaton Academy 14-yard line.
Once again, I think Wheaton Academy started to expand on those longer tosses, and now Kale is kind of working his way and doing more short tosses and trying to speed up the game from right
Look
the line of
for them to go to Christian wide here.
Ethan Brunner looks to take him down, and he will again. Ethan Brunner with his 2nd sack of the night. Absolute beast out there. As you can tell, he is just smooth, and he is ready to go tonight.
Ethan Brunner, like we mentioned, junior captain. He's also part of multiple arts programs here. He's been in the musicals. He's a well-rounded student athlete, which we love to see here at Wheaton Academy, and we pride ourselves on.
Absolutely, and another thing that I love about Ethan Brunner is I personally have been able to have the chance to work with him on the physical therapy side of it with his injury, and he's just an absolute, he's a great attitude and just was really wanting to get back on the field, and you can tell here tonight. As Kale lines up for the throw once again, and he will find his man right about at the 5-yard line, it looks like.
2nd and 23 on that, something that is difficult to convert on. And it looks like it is just
Spinelli takes him down there.
Yard or two short. But yeah, great job so far by Marian Central. A drive. It's taken about a 5-minute drive here. If they can put some points on the board, this could be a game.
As they will run the ball, and I don't believe he is in right there. I believe they're at the 1-yard line once again. Good defense there by the Wheaton Academy Warriors, being tough right at the line.
They're going to be just short. Marian Central has a great opportunity to run it in here. 1st and goal, and it looks like they are going to put some points on the board here to make this an interesting start to the first half.
As you can see, he just runs by. Gavin Padone couldn't quite get a hand on him, but I believe that was Brandon Keebles, who once again got a hand on him. He's coming in clutch on the defensive side of the ball in this half.
Brandon Keebles doing a great job. Sophomore for the Warriors, another sophomore, another underclassman.
Another athlete, plays baseball too. Great athlete. He's small but very fast and very strong. And it looks like Marian Central Catholic is in.
QB sneak just ran it in there.
They will get on the board and hopefully try to get back in this game.
Touchdown on the keeper for Marian Central, and we'll see if they can get the extra point here. And then we will have the Warriors offense coming back, see if they can respond to that drive, that very impressive drive downfield by Marian Central.
Absolutely, I think that'll be key. Once again, I think Belai Brummel trying to stop the momentum is going to be the key factor in this half. As here's the kick for Marian Central Catholic, and it is good. Right down the middle, and Marian Central Catholic is on the board. It is 35-7 with about 7:01 left in the 3rd quarter. So you can see Marian Central Catholic with a little bit of energy starting to creak the door back open and trying to get their way back into this game.
Always good to see points go up on the board, especially when you're down 35. That little bit of hope to keep you going, keep you pushing. Let's see if their defense can hold our offense, something they haven't been able to do so far this game.
No, absolutely, the defense starts with this kickoff right here. They need to keep Wheaton Academy on their side of the half right off the bat. They don't want them getting down the field too quickly, because also, unfortunately, the Hurricanes might run out of time if they don't keep putting points on the board, which is interesting. I mean, we're only like 7 minutes into the third quarter, and they are already thinking about trying to save time and get the ball in the end zone pretty quickly.
Definitely has to be a stop here for Marian Central, and if they're able to get something, get a turnover, something the Warriors that haven't had so far, if they're able to force a turnover, that could be a big difference maker for them.
Absolutely. And I think another point about that, I think that's why you see more throwing going on right now, is because they're trying to get the ball down very quick and efficiently, and I think that's the goal for them. As here comes the kick from Marian Central Catholic. It is a good kick. It will go right to Wheaton Academy Warriors. He will run it up the field. Brett Dieter back out there taking that return, grabs a couple yards on that, about the 35-yard line where he goes out of bounds. As you can see, he didn't really have a lane to run through on that instant replay, and I believe he was blocked by one of his own players, unfortunately, on that one.
Zach Moravec doing a great job there. Sophomore, like we've mentioned, the young core has been doing a great job. Let's see what Belay can do here.
Belay Brummel, once again, needs to turn the tables right now. If the Warriors want to keep their lead and coast into the finale, they need to get yards, and they need to put points on the boards again.
Try to use the run game there a little bit, got clogged up, something we haven't seen a lot of today, so maybe Marian Central is starting to figure out the run game, so we could see the Warriors trying to throw some more passes, but at the same time, you're up by 4 touchdowns. Not really much to worry about. Try and run the ball a little bit, take some time off the clock.
Absolutely. I think that's something we haven't seen out of Gavin Padone tonight. He's been dominant on the offensive side of the ball and the defensive side of the ball. So that is one of the few runs he's made that has not made it through. As Belay will look downfield, and he throws it right to Breck Peacock, who will run it out of bounds. It will be about a 3rd and 3 situation, I believe. Once again, great patience and vision there by Belay. Perfect toss right to Breck. Breck didn't have a lane or a lot of speed to get past the Hurricane defenders, so he just had to run that one right out of bounds.
Breck having a heck of a game so far on offense and defensive side of the ball. Something great about our program is we have some really good players that are able to play on both ends of the ball and have success on both ends.
Absolutely. You don't see that a lot from schools now, with especially these bigger schools. Usually just have offense and defense, but Wheaton Academy, because we are a smaller school, have to have these athletes on both sides of the ball. And that is a false start on Marian Central Catholic.
It's going to be a 1st down for the Warriors and sets us up nicely to keep moving downfield.
You can see on that one, if we get a replay, Christian Bentaker, actually the D1 athlete himself, he just started a little bit.
Against Marian Central.
Yeah, he was moving on the outside there.
Will result in a 1st down and 10 for Wheaton Academy from the 49-yard line.
All right, here comes the next play. Belay Brummel will look down the field, and a perfect pass there right to James Fellows, but it just slipped right out of his hand.
James Fellows couldn't bring that one in. Great pass by Belay, put it right on the money. But that happens. It's football. You're going to drop passes. 2nd and 10 here for the Warriors. Let's see what they can do.
All right, a 2nd and 10 situation here. Warriors need some yardage.
Big thank you to Reliable High Performance Products, as they are the sponsors of our scoreboard today.
As once again, Gavin Padone to the end zone. It's a touchdown for Wheaton Academy.
Gavin Padone takes that one to the house. Gets a pass up the middle, and he just takes off. Like I said, the speed out of him today has been super impressive. The turnover, once he starts to go, you're not going to catch him.
As you can see, as soon as Belay threw that ball and saw Gavin Padone run down, you could see him put his arms up and start running down to the end zone to celebrate as Breck Peacock gets right in the frame there of the camera in the end zone.
They knew that was coming. As soon as you saw Gavin, as soon as the pass was thrown, you knew he was taking that one to the house.
As Declan Finnegan, once again, right down the middle. He's having himself a heck of a game.
6 for 6, and the Warriors have put 42 points on the board, and it is only the third quarter.
Absolutely. A blowout night for the Wheaton Academy Warriors. It's been a while since we've seen them put this kind of numbers up. As Belay, you can see on this instant replay, just makes a short toss, and Gavin Padone was a little bit contested, but I think the Hurricanes defense weren't really expecting the speed out of him that came out there.
He saw the opening for sure, and he took advantage of it. Used his speed, knew the speed that he had, and like I said, took it to the house.
Hurricanes call a timeout there as Justin Swider pulls all of his players aside before the kickoff, telling them, I'm assuming, just to keep calm and play some good defense here, as they need to stop Marian Central Catholic from scoring any more points.
5:57 here left in the third quarter. Warriors are up 42-7.
All right, Declan Finnegan ready for the kick as the Warriors look to defend the 42-7 lead with about 5:57 left in the third. Warriors need to keep the pace and not let Marian Central Catholic get anything here. As a slow punt there, and Marian Central Catholic returns and will get it right about the 28-yard line as he weaved in and out. Right there, Hudson Williams takes him down. His first action in his Wheaton Academy football career. You love to see that out of him. He was hyped up after coming off the field. As we know, Hudson Williams, great athlete, super fast, very strong, incredible baseball player. I play with him. He's just a great leader, and I'm sure he's a great voice to have in that locker room for the Wheaton Academy Warrior football team.
Always brings the energy no matter the sport he's playing, and always brings the energy when he's in the student sections as well.
We will see if Kale can turn it around once again. Marian Central Catholic looks for an answer as a short toss right there, as they will get about 1 yard on the play. Not too much there, but I think they're just trying to advance the ball in whatever way they can. As you can see on the replay here, just a short little toss. Just like I was saying earlier, I think that Wheaton Academy kind of expanded their defense a little bit, so Marian Central Catholic is forced to either run the ball or throw it short.
Heavy pass game for Marian Central Catholic this entire game, and I mean, you can see why. They've got big receivers on the outside.
As Kale looks downfield once again, and it is picked. Oh, it just dropped.
Almost picked off by Stephen Fellows. That would have been the highlight play of the night, and Manny almost had it. You can see the replay here.
I believe he had one hand on that ball, almost Odell Beckham Jr. like right there, but just slipped out of his hand right at the last second, right before he was able to secure the ball.
The transfer is where it slipped up, but again, great coverage, great play. The Marian Central Catholic Hurricanes really struggling to get much on the offensive end.
Once again, as you can see, Warriors defending that high pass. They don't want Marian Central Catholic getting yardage. As Kale will roll out to the left, and it is out of bounds, incomplete toss there. Got about 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Wheaton Academy's up 42-7 as they've taken a commanding lead here tonight. Marian Central Catholic was able to get on the board here in the third quarter, and they are looking for more points here.
Trying to hit Christian Bentiker there, get him more involved. They were able to get him more involved on the last drive, and it helped them. They got points on the board, and they're gonna keep going back to that, see if they can do that.
As Breck Peacock looks to take the return here, they will kick it off.
Short punt
as
on
they
that.
are not going to touch this ball. They're going to let it go and keep rolling, as they do not want to pick that up off the ground.
Short punt with a good bounce in favor of Marian Central.
As the ball is turned over in Wheaton Academy's possession, we will go back to what Coach Swider was saying this afternoon, that they needed to stop Christian Bentiker from putting up points on the offensive side of the ball, and they've done just that. And I believe it's because Wheaton Academy's speed and coverage that they have not been able to get him the ball very much on the offensive side.
No, they haven't. They've been doing a great job. Belai coming out, leading this team from the jump, just took that leadership role to heart, knew the guys around him, really seemed like he knew how to use everyone so far this game. And it looks like we got Jalen Whitaker out wide along with Brett Casper. Let's see if they can make a play here.
Breck Peacock on the receiving end too, as he will run across the middle. And Belai will throw it right to Breck Peacock up the left side, and Breck will run it out of bounds once again.
Breck makes a nice move, able to take it about 5 yards up the field, and the Warriors keep advancing the ball. Breck Peacock having himself a night.
One of the X factors tonight in the game, Breck Peacock, I would say he's just controlled the game on both sides of the ball, had himself a great night, and I think he's one thing that really helps his game is he's a veteran leader in helping his team, and he just makes everyone around him on the field better.
Was a big key to the Warriors' success last year and is going to have an even bigger role this year, as we can see already.
As Gavin Padone with another run, and he will get a first down. Gavin Padone, have yourself a night. He is just an absolute unit out there tonight and just having himself a great time, and I think the Warriors offense is enjoying it.
The one word I would describe his run game is just with power. Each step just looks powerful, and I would not want to cut that off and try and tackle him.
Absolutely, and you're a little taller than I am. If I tried to cut that off, I'd get bulldozed. As Belai Brummel goes back to work, trying to put more points up on the board for Wheaton Academy. He's been an absolute beast tonight. He's just controlled the game, passed quite a bit, and also commanded the game just as a player and a voice to this young Wheaton Academy team as he looks to throw the ball deep, and just a short little toss almost picked off there right out of his hand, but just got it over the defense once again.
Had some size come in, big line. They were able to get through our line. Christian Bentaker actually came from the outside, playing some outside some left tackle there, it looked like, and he was able to make that a difficult throw for Belai.
Absolutely. Warriors go back to work with a 2nd and 10 situation. About 4 minutes left here in the third. Maybe trying to get some points before this quarter ends and just defend the rest of the way.
4 minutes left here in the third quarter.
And Gavin Padone is taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Gavin Padone, the ball carrier for the Warriors.
They will lose some yardage on that and are going to need some yardage, otherwise they are going to have to kick this football away.
First rush from Padone where he wasn't able to move that ball forward. Super successful night for him so far. Been a huge key to the success of the Warriors.
I think that Marian Central Catholic has caught on that Gavin Padone is going to be an X factor, and I think that they are trying to defend him a lot more and heavy pressure him the rest of the way. So I think Wheaton Academy's got to respond to that and maybe try to throw the ball downfield again with Belai Brummel with his spectacular arm and accuracy.
Can definitely look to engage the pass game a little bit more with Belai. You can kind of do whatever you want. You can have him run, you can have him roll out and throw, or you can hand off. Does a great job with everything. Well-rounded quarterback. Definitely a great leader for this team.
Shout out to the cheerleaders that are on screen right now, doing a great job tonight. They've been practicing for this and ready to get their highlights out there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Warriors head back on the field. It is a 3rd and 15. Gonna have to convert on this, or they will have to punt the ball.
Absolutely. I think they're going to go back to the throwing game is my prediction here. I think Belai has commanded that so well throughout the entire game, and I think they're going to go back to it here. As a very low snap, but Belai takes care of it, and he runs right through the middle, looks downfield to Breck Peacock,
and Breck makes an amazing catch. That is an absolute dime piece by Belai Brummel. Belai Brummel, the only spot that you could have hit Breck Peacock is exactly where Belai put that. You can see the replay here. He gets out of the pocket, throwing it off one leg, running the opposite way. And that was perfect. You can't draw it up better than that.
An excellent dive from Breck Peacock on that side. The throw was just going to be out of reach, and that last step, he took the dive and made an absolute tremendous catch. Belai Brummel, as I said, been so accurate tonight with his passes and does another tremendous, maybe the highlight of the night, pass of the night for sure. As you can see, the snap was very low, had to go off the ground, runs right through to the defense. And as I said before the game, he's very good at running and throwing at the same time, and he did it again.
Great pass, great catch. And it was a 3rd and 15. Warriors looked like they had no momentum, and now they are in the red zone, ready to go score again.
As there's a flag on the field, I believe a false start again.
False start by Wheaton Academy on this one. Going to push us back a little bit.
One of our first flags of the night, I believe. Wheaton Academy's been a pretty clean game, and that's what Coach Schweider was asking for. It's just minimize the early mistakes and capitalize on the ones that Marian Central have had, and I believe that every false start Marian Central has had, we've ended up having a touchdown after that. So
we've limited mistakes, and we've capitalized on their mistakes, which is exactly what you look for as a coach.
So we have a 1st and 15 situation here as Belai Brummel will toss it off to Gavin Badone, who runs up the left side and I believe will gain a yard or two. Not too much on that one. Defense was looking for that play all the way.
Taken down at the 18-yard line.
Going to be a second and 15 here. No yards. No yards gained on that. 2nd and 11.
For the Warriors.
Warriors looking to make something out of this drive that looked like it wasn't going to get anywhere, but then again, that amazing highlight play from Belai to Breck Peacock.
Stephen Fellows lines up right behind Belai Brummel on this one. We will see what happens here as Breck cuts across the middle, and they will hand it off to Stephen Fellows again, who runs right through the middle and cuts right through the Marian Central Catholic defense, and I believe it'll be 1st down, if not very close to it.
Looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2 opportunity for the Warriors. Did a great job using his feet, moving side to side.
Once again, another great job by Stephen Fellows, who's done a tremendous job this game. There's so many players on the Warriors who had big games and big turnouts, and that's what happens when you have a 42-point game.
Can't ask for more. Can't ask for more from the players, from the fans, cheerleaders. It's been a great environment here, great game to be up in the booth for.
Belai Brummel sets up here as the snap is low, and he will spin out to the left and run it in himself. Belai Brummel with another touchdown. Have himself a night, Belai.
Just like that, Belai scores again. 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. Shows his versatility with the run game. Off of a bad snap. That's 2 times in this drive where the snap was a little low, but he made something out of it both times. Shows that you can adjust off the fly and you can make decisions. High IQ play there from Belai.
I think the Marian Central Catholic defenders were looking to pounce on the ball and weren't really focused that Belai was ready to go. And Belai, once again, shows his veteran leadership right off the bat as Declan Finnegan looks to capitalize one more time, and he will not, as it was blocked. Just didn't have quite enough time on that one.
Extra point block there, but no worries for the Warriors. Declan had a great night so far. Good defensive play by Marian Central. 48-7 with a little over a minute left here in the 3rd quarter.
And we'll take this time to shout out the Glow Dance after Wheaton Academy football game. If you guys plan on attending, it will be on the FAC lawn right next to the Fine Arts Center. It will be lots of fun and some pretty loud music if it's the same as last year.
It should be a fun time. $5 to get into the dance. It's going to be real fun. Great football game to start it off. Looks like it is going to be a big win here for the Warriors unless Marian Central can pull something out here in this 4th quarter. But just a great night, great way to start off the live stream production for the year.
Absolutely. I was talking with Belai Brummel actually in class today, and he said he was not going to attend the Glow Dance if they did not come out with the W this time. So hopefully we will see him make an appearance in the dance circle tonight. As Declan Finnegan looks to kick off the ball one more time, and we'll see if Marian Central Catholic Hurricanes can return.
Marian Central needs to do something now. Now or never for them.
Declan with a great punt downfield, and Marian Central Catholic looks to return. As Hudson Williams can't get a hand on him, and he stays up. Great return there from Marian Central Catholic. Weaved through a lot of players as Marian Central Catholic couldn't quite get a hand on all the Warriors players collapsing, but somehow weaved a way through all the traffic.
Missed tackle or two there by the Warriors. Good play by Marian Central. They've had some great plays, just haven't really been able to capitalize off of those. So we got Davis Schneider out there getting some reps in at safety now. Another lacrosse player who committed earlier this year. We're super excited for him.
As they run the ball right up the middle and probably gain about 3 or 4 yards on that one. Hurricanes need to start answering quick as there's only a minute left in the third quarter as Wheaton Academy is up 48-7. Been all Warriors tonight.
It has been. The Warriors have definitely shown their strength on the offensive end.
As the ball was dropped on the pass.
Going to be ruled incomplete there. Marian Central looking to do something here. 30 seconds, about 30 seconds left here in the third quarter. If they're going to make a move, they need to do it now.
Marian Central, once again, they had a little bit of momentum there at the start, but Belai Brummel shut it down very quick as they throw it to the Christian Bentiker, who's taken down by 6 different Warrior athletes. Once again, he's a menace out there. He is 6'5", 220 pounds. It would take a lot of players to knock him down.
Every time Christian Bentiker has caught the ball, we've had a swarm of Warriors players that have been able to get there and get to him.
As Kale looks downfield and he finds his man, but he drops the ball.
Gino Spinelli putting great pressure on that. As a receiver, you can feel those people coming, and it definitely does affect how you're going to catch the ball.
Absolutely. Once again, Wheaton Academy has been pressured in the short game quite a bit now after they adjusted, but 48-7 as the fourth quarter will begin here. And we will send it down to our sideline reporter, Anna, who's got one more scoop for us tonight.
All right, guys, so I recently got the chance to walk around the field a little bit, and I don't know if you've noticed at all, but a lot of people are wearing bright colored shirts and stuff. That's because it's neon night here at Wheaton Academy for our student section, all thanks to Maroon Platoon. I got to talk to some people on Maroon Platoon, and I asked them what their favorite part of being on Maroon Platoon was, and they all said, most of them all said, about the same thing. Seeing the reactions of all the students when they get them hyped up for games or when they touchdown, it's just so rewarding to them, and they just love the community aspect of it. And I love Maroon Platoon, so way to go, guys. And that's all I have. Back to you, Jacob and Derek.
Thank you so much. And yeah, absolutely, Maroon Platoon is something that drives the school, and the athletes love it for sure, and it is just a great part of the student life here as Marian Central Catholic looks to keep moving the ball forward and try to get back into this game. They only got one quarter left to do so.
Right before we took that interview, we had sophomore quarterback Sam Swoboda warming up on the sidelines. With a big lead like this, maybe giving someone like that some reps. For one, just to make sure Belai stays healthy after a great performance, and to give him an opportunity to get some reps at the varsity level, as he'll be a key piece as we move forward next year.
Absolutely. It's a great toss and a great gain of yards there for the Hurricanes as they look to keep making their way down to the end zone as Kale looks to throw it deep, and it is incomplete. And what a catch by Coach Swider down there on the deflection.
Coach Swider with the catch and the absolute dime of a throwback to the ref there.
Hopefully we get a replay on this right here. As you can see, deflection caught. He was a Wheaton College athlete.
He was.
And you can see it right there. He has not missed a beat since his college days and his athletics.
Coach Schweider does everything here. He's the head baseball coach. He's the head wrestling coach. Great part of this school community.
Also a great teacher as they throw it downfield and incomplete once again.
Christian Bendiker not able to hold on to that one. It was a good pass through the middle. We'll see the replay here. Great follow by our camera. And just missed it on that.
Christian Bendiker has had a tough time tonight. You can see he's been pressured quite a bit, and I think that's knocked him off his game quite a bit tonight. As they will run the ball right through midfield. It'll be a first down and a great run there.
Burst of speed. Burst of speed from, you guessed it, Jack Schmidt, having the big night for Marian Central Catholic, rushing the ball, getting outside, running some great routes. He's having a game himself, looking to try and capitalize on this drive with a touchdown for Marian Central. They got some receivers out wide. Might be looking to go to Christian Bentaker if they have the opportunity.
That's another low toss, and they will run it right up the middle, and they will be around the 5-yard line, but a fumble and a recovery from the Hurricanes.
Fumble there, great job by the defense. But yet again, it was Jack Schmidt up the middle.
Jack Schmidt, the ball carrier for Marian Central Catholic.
Actually, I believe the ball was recovered by Wheaton Academy.
Stephen Fellows, great job there, poking it out.
The ball was fumbled and recovered by Wheaton Academy.
And it was. The ball was recovered by Wheaton Academy. Wheaton Academy Warriors are on the 8-yard line. Great play by Stephen Fellows. Huge impact from him on both sides of the ball. Him and Breck Peacock doing an absolutely amazing job today.
Don't want to take away credit from Jack Schmidt. He's had an unbelievable game. Probably the player of the game from the Hurricanes if I had to make a prediction. He's ran the ball well, received the ball well, been all over the field tonight for them, and I think he's the player of the game for them.
And we have Brett Casper lining up at QB right now.
Wheaton Academy will take a timeout here. Also on the offensive side, which we have not seen yet tonight, Hudson Williams is out there making his first offensive debut.
Get some more opportunities for players who maybe haven't had a ton of experience to get some reps in a game like this. So down the road, if someone does get hurt, someone isn't able to come, you never know what happens. Someone gets sick. There's guys that we have that can step up. So great to see Hudson, Davis Schneider, those types of guys getting out and getting reps in.
Something that's also a big key that you can see right now is in the huddle. Even though Belai Brummel's not out there with them on that last play, he's still out there high-fiving the guys that just getting in the game, telling them, go finish the job for me. And I think that's a great part of what Hudson was talking about earlier, in the brotherhood and the trust and love that all these guys have for each other.
Most definitely. Another person I'd like to highlight, we got Wyatt Vanderveld out there on the outside, number 15. Like I mentioned earlier, an absolute workhorse for this team. Big piece of our basketball program as well. He's got a one-on-one matchup outside. Let's see if he can do anything, make some magic happen out there.
Once again, Brett Casper. Ball back there at quarterback as they will run the ball right up the middle and gain quite a bit of yardage there. As Cademan Bauer getting in on the action, first varsity appearance. Didn't see him back there, but he ran the ball very well and weaved his way in and out and got quite a bit of yardage on that one.
Cademan Bauer, junior running back for the Warriors. Great to see him out there getting in the action.
What I love about that kid, I have him in my class. He talks about the football team all the time, but he just has a great attitude. He's very humble. He doesn't get in the game a lot, but I believe he is totally okay with that, and he just wants his team to succeed whether or not he's on the field or not.
Hudson Williams with a one-on-one matchup on the outside. Refs take a timeout here.
Hudson needs to adjust his helmet. Can't get his helmet piece working. He's still working out the kinks there, as you can tell.
For sure.
And they will weave right through again. Another great running play there as they run right through the middle. Brett Casper, I did not know that he was a quarterback before this game, but he's doing a great job back there from what we can tell.
Sam Swoboda coming off foot surgery. He's our backup. Don't know if he's back yet. I talked to him. I think he's going to be able to make an appearance after next Monday. I think that's when he's going to get cleared. Praying all goes well with the doctors. But yeah, Brett Casper stepping up. He's out there. He's working. And let's see if Hudson Williams or Wyatt Vanderveld can make a play here, both with matchups on the outside.
As they will run the ball once again, Cademan Bauer, I believe, off the right side.
Brett Casper doing a great job. Versatility seen from him today. Older brother Eddie on the sidelines has to be motivating for him to see his brother pick up football only a few years ago, and now he's a Division I wide receiver. To see that definitely has to motivate you to keep working and know that you can get to that point as well.
Absolutely. The Warriors have a 3rd and 5 situation here as there's about 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Warriors are up 48-7. They have had dominant possession all night as they will run the ball once again. Cademan Bauer up the left side, and he is stuck right there. Gains about 6 yards, I believe. Just a little short.
4th and 5. Looks like the Warriors are probably gonna punt here. Makes the most sense. Big lead, 48-7, as you just mentioned, Jacob. About 6 minutes left in the game here. Most likely the last possession here for Marian Central. They're gonna look to try and move the ball up quick. Could be an opportunity for Wheaton Academy to capitalize on them rushing and maybe make a play.
Evan Eckert will make his first appearance of the night, I believe. As the ball is dropped right there, and I believe it is just now covered. I believe it is covered by the Hurricanes after the ball was a very low receive there, as you see on the instant replay.
Stephen Fellows doing a great job tonight punting. Our punter last year was Liam White. Liam White was a key piece of our program as a freshman and a sophomore. We lost him. This year he is out at Boys Latin prep school for lacrosse. He's out there having a ton of success. Great player, great kid. Last year he had a great year. He was all conference. Was 2nd in receiving yards for us and 2nd in rushing yards.
Unfortunately, Jack Schmidt goes down in the play there. He's had a great night, but looks to have hurt his knee possibly. But we'll take this time to talk about the sports broadcasting class and the opportunity that all students have to take this class. It is elective. It is a great class to get involved in the community and do jobs kind of like what me and you do, or be on the camera. You can kind of play to your own skill set with this class.
You can see the success that we've had. We've won multiple Crystal Pillar Awards, Emmy Awards as a school in production. Gives kids a great opportunity, great things for them to put on applications for colleges, but also to, if this is a line of work that they would like to get into, it gives them opportunities that most schools don't have with the equipment and an amazing teacher in Mr. Hockett who's able to use that, to use this as a platform for students to do different things.
Absolutely, and another thing is it's a great way to serve the school if you want to help the culture and just do great things for your school. So. And we'll get back to the actions. The Hurricanes line up as they throw it, and it is caught. A diving catch. I don't believe they will gain any yardage on that. If not, they will lose some. I believe it'll be a 2nd and 10 situation, though.
Number 14, Tyson Chekabowitz.
As there are about 4 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Once again, Wheaton Academy 48, Marian Central Catholic 7. Marian Central Catholic has struggled to get out, and oh my goodness, so close. Stephen Fellows almost picks another ball. He's having himself a heck of a night back there.
Yeah, that throw was a little deep there. It looks like actually it was James Fellows who almost had that one. James and Stephen. Sophomore and junior and senior. James is a senior captain for this team, doing a great job today.
Also, Deonta Giles getting his chance out there on the defensive side of the ball. Haven't seen him yet in this game. As Kale will take the run here, and he will be knocked out of bounds by Mitchell Carrick.
Mitchell Carrick doing a great job tonight. Had a big hit earlier. We saw that, brought a lot of energy. And that's right after that hit is when we started to really get rolling.
Absolutely. You love to see that. Wheaton Academy Warriors having themselves a night. It's been all of them. They've had great momentum and really controlling the ball on both sides of the field. Marian Central Catholic runs it right down the middle, and they will get a first down. with about 3 minutes on the clock.
Kale McDina, as a quarterback, has a great frame. 6'3", has had some flashes of passes where you can tell that he knows what he's doing out there. Definitely someone to keep an eye on in the state of Illinois next year, as he's only a junior.
Absolutely. I think he's a leader for this team. Honestly, I think he's had one of the stronger performances on Marian Central Catholic. I believe the team overall is struggling a little bit, but I believe they're just working out the kinks, and I think he's got a great potential and a great future as he throws this ball, and oh my goodness. Once again, Christian Bentiker just bulldozes right through 3 Wheaton Academy players. Won't be tackled, and then bulldozes right through James Fellows, which how can you blame James? The guy is 6'5", 220 pounds, an absolute force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, big, strong dude. Yet again, you can tell why he's getting recruited by some of these schools that he is.
As a 1st and 10 situation again, as Marian Central Catholic runs the ball and will be stopped. Right there, good defense there by Hudson Williams getting in on the action.
Ball carrier for Marian Central. Taken down the backfield by the Warriors at the 38.
Number 84, Patrick Morris there with a tackle, his first play of the night.
Third down and 12.
Patty Morris getting in on the action along with Hudson Williams. Love to see the new guys getting some action out there. About a minute 30 left in the 4th quarter, 48-7, Wheaton Academy. As Kale once again breaks to the left and is going to run the ball out of bounds. Once again, Kale with great patience. It just seems that his offense is just a little out of tap tonight.
Definitely some work to do with getting reads and things like that. But yeah, Kale, very impressive. Great body for a QB, exactly what you're looking for. 6'3" frame, something you can build off of, and only a junior. So college coaches are definitely going to take notice this year.
Alrighty, as we are nearing the end of the game, we want to take this time to thank a couple people. We thank the Kingsland Group, Movable Feast, Paulson Wealth Management, Reliable High Performance Products, Woodland Windows and Doors, and Service Master Clean. Thank you to all of our sponsors, and then thank you to our crew, everyone on the cameras, and our sideline reporter Anna did a fantastic job tonight as a great opener for Wheaton Academy sports events and live stream events this year.
Glad to be here with you tonight, and it's going to be a huge win to start off the season for the Warriors. Great energy. We could see the brotherhood and that unity shine through. Coach has to be happy about this. There's obviously always things to work on, and I'm sure they'll go break down film as we see Kale with a pass there to the end zone and a touchdown, and that will close the game out. That'll do it. Wheaton Academy Warriors take this one 48-13.
Hurricanes able to grab a few more points there right at the end of the game, but obviously not quite enough. Wheaton Academy had possession and momentum the entire game tonight, as it showed they had energy and they were loving the experience out there on the field. The fans loved it, and everyone's getting ready to go celebrate in the Glow Dance.
This extra point will finish this game off, but again, great performance by Belai Brummel. Can't say it enough.
Absolutely.
He definitely proved to us why he is taking some of those visits to those schools, and after a game like this, you have to imagine that some offers maybe start to roll in for him.
Absolutely. I bet there are a few scouts watching the game, either online or here in person tonight, as Belai had a spectacular game. Also great game, Gavin Padone had a lot of rushing yards and just did a great job overall. As Marian Central Catholic will kick this one, it is good. Final score of 48-14. Wheaton Academy Warriors will start the season off with a win. You love to see that. I think a key point to this game is going back to Warriors Swider's meeting before the game. They minimized their mistakes and capitalized on the Hurricanes' mistakes early on, and once again, they had to score early and often. They did. They locked down Christian Bentiker the entire night, and the Warriors and the Hurricanes will shake hands at midfield.
They scored early. They all those game changers we talked about, they capitalized on. They did exactly what they needed to do. Got a huge win to start off the season. Big performances from Belai Brummel, Gavin Padone, Breck Peacock, Stephen Fellows, and we can't wait to see you again next week, September 9th. We'll be back here playing Aurora Central Catholic. another big game for us. Hopefully we can come out and start the season out 2-0.
Absolutely. Thank you, Derek, for joining me tonight. Thank you, everyone, to watching the game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that we will see you guys soon with another Wheaton Academy live stream performance coming soon.